Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Stefania. Thank you so much for finding me here. Hope you're having a beautiful day, beautiful week so far. This is going to be a collective general healing spiritual reading for the collective for this as we move into Scorpio season. My favorite season of the year. Yes, I'm a Scorpio. I was getting for the collective energy this message of, and I hate to be an alarmist, because I'm not, but I was getting something about bracing yourself. Okay. I mean, the Scorpio season is all about it. When we're operating under the operating system of Scorpio, Scorpio demands that you look within, that you go within. Things that have been very deep and billowing beneath the surface are coming up. And I was getting a domino effect. So there's something about dominoes. I was seeing dominoes. So I feel like for some of you, this is a collective message about one thing happening after another. And so this could be this connection to brace yourself. So if you're, and by the way, as I was preparing for this message, for this reading, I was feeling nervous. Like I immediately got very there was a lot of anxiety in the energy and a lot of just this anxiety and this nervous energy. Okay, so if you're a Scorpio, like I am, and you're on a spiritual, you're on a spiritual mission to awaken, to evolve, you can go through death. Scorpio is a sign of death and transformation. So you will go through a series of deaths and rebirths in your life. And a Scorpio can go through that every year, actually. There can be a lot of change in your life if you're operating, if you've got a lot of Scorpio in your chart. So it asks you, it demands that you, and that's part of the soul's calling, right? So for me, just when you think you've got it figured out, everything's pretty good, no, Spirit steps up and says, you need to look at this. You haven't got there yet. We're going to shake things up to get you to focus on and hone in on an energy within yourself, a pattern within yourself that needs to be healed. Okay, so that is very, if you're a Scorpio, you know what I'm talking about. And so if you are staying in a lower vibrational frequency, you'll be riddled with anger, revenge, jealousy, fear, but if you embrace the energy, that scorpionic energy, whether you're a Scorpio or not, you embrace the energy, you surrender, and you let divine order flow in and take over. Yes, it's hard, but then when you allow the energy to flow through and you look at it, you face it, you rise up. And so there's this energy of, because I was also seeing, again, this is like a metaphorical for somebody in a box. It's like an energy box though, because I read everything in energy. So, and in this energy box, there was a lot of illusion, a lot of moving energy, a lot of but it was also very fixed. So there's some of you I feel out there who have been holding on to a belief system, a comfort zone, something you think is the way it's supposed to be, there's an operating system that's in place, and it's also it's energetic too, and that's actually a dangerous place to be, because I've met people like that who really believe themselves to be very evolved and healed, and actually they're not, and so they don't see it. It's a blind spot. So there's something about that. I felt like there was through this, the Spirit wanting you to be illumined, there's a big blind spot there for some of you. Okay, I'm not, so, and look, we've all been there, right? We all have something to look at. We all have something we need to heal. It's part of the human condition. And so I encourage you to drop in and connect with Spirit and say, divine order. Dear God, I invoke divine order into my life now. Let all things that need to go, go. Let all things that need to come in, let them come in. I am open, I am ready, I am willing, I surrender to your will now, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And so when you get there, I also just want to say, when you start invoking divine order and really surrendering to God's will, things and people and situations will leave that you never thought, but the truth about a situation will come up for you. And also things will come up and people can come into your life you never thought. It's a very amazing, amazing thing. In fact, just in the last few months, I lost my father, and since then, the most extraordinary things have been going on behind the scenes spiritually. And I've been writing about it because it's something at some point I'll share, just how spirit works behind the scenes. And when you begin to recognize and you really drop in, because I'm used to using my psychic energy for everybody else. When I really start to use it on myself, I'm like, oh, okay. So the call is, during the Scorpio season, brace yourself for changes. Okay, I definitely am getting domino effects. I do feel, and you may have already been feeling this, and there's something about this Scorpio season that it's really going to make you it wants you to look at something that you need to heal. Okay. Let go of an operating system that's been operating you and step into a higher timeline for yourself. Okay. Because I do feel like there's this, by the time we get to the end of this year, it feels like that was interesting. That was an interesting year. So it feels like that. Okay. So, yeah, I just want to say that. So there's only one deck to consult during Scorpio season, and that is the Witch's Tarot. Only good witches up in this house. Okay, Spirit Guides, Great Angels of the Highest Light. What do we need to know coming in for the Scorpio season for the collective? What do we need to let go of? What do they need to hear? Letting go of, so this is six of wands in reverse. Okay, so this is like when it's upright, it's all about like success, riding high, being in this energy of success. So when it's up in reverse, there's this energy of letting go of what isn't working, letting go of like what's not flowing. And sometimes, you can be focused on something. You have, like, let's say you have, desire, that something you want to achieve, but if it's not in alignment for your highest good and it's not happening, it's hard. Spirit is saying, okay, it's time to let that go. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands. So that validates what I was just saying. There's something about letting go of what's not working, and you should know what that is in your life. You should know what that is. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, ooh. Look at that. What have I been saying the whole time? Facing the shadow. Oh, I've been talking about that the whole time. And also the Witch's deck is very active. It's like when I pulled it out on the first day of Scorpio season, the cards were flying. Like literally they fly like a broom. A lot of energy in this deck. It always loves to come out. And so here we go. The shadow side. I've been saying this since I started talking. The energy of the Scorpio sun wants you to face the shadow, let go of what's not working, and move into a new energy, an energy that's more aligned with your highest timeline. You want to rise up, change your perspective. That was the other thing I was getting. I'm just being reminded of right now. You can have a mindset about something. Just to make sure I'm recording, I am. You can have a mindset about something, right? And you can be of a certain mindset, and you can think something is the way it's supposed to be, etc. And you can be attached to that thinking. But that thinking is actually detrimental to you, and it's not helping you see what Spirit wants you to see. So there's something about you needing to change your perspective on something you've been thinking on. So through a change in perspective, you see something from a higher perspective, all of a sudden everything changes. So there's something about that too, okay, that I was just feeling now. Okay, so what else is coming in for us in the Scorpio season? Thank you so much for our highest and greatest good. Oh, look, there's the Nine of Pentacles. Yay, I love that. So, it's letting go, facing the shadow side, letting go of what isn't working, and you stepping into this Nine of Pentacles energy. So this is about you. This is like a junior empress, but it's, you really standing more in your power and in alignment with what operates you. So I feel like these pentacles are, they represent the physical terms of wealth and opportunity, but it's really like you can see this gorgeous goddess. She's standing in her power, but she had to let go of what is no longer serving. What is no longer serving you, let go. I feel what that is, though. I really get a strong, but there could be, what it is, but you don't want to do it. So if you don't do it, like let's say you're drinking too much, okay? Like, okay, maybe you're drinking a bottle of wine every night. Like that's obviously too much, but it might not be too much for you. It might be, but it's like, no, I don't want to change that. And so if you don't change what's not good for you, this energy is a brace yourself. Like it's like that, okay? So I'm really getting that strongly. I also get things flying in out of the blue. I just got this flying energy, and like for some of you, there are doors flying open like that. Okay, so there could be, like, for some of you who've got some good karma on the way, feels like there's some doors coming up, like doors that are opening. Okay, and as I say that, there's the Two of Wands. You can see I'm really drawn to the 2 moves into the 3. I won't be surprised if we see the 3 of Wands. Ships coming in, building something new opportunity. There's the 2 of Cups below that. So this is partnership. 2 of Cups are obviously, you can see the lovers there, but 2 of Cups isn't always about a love connection. It could be connection to your higher self and spirit. But for some of you, and there's healing, temperance underneath there. So this could be also, for many of you, healing a partnership. Healing something from that wasn't working. There's healing around a partnership energy definitely for some of you. I'm really drawn to that rainbow there. What was out of balance before is coming into balance, but you got to change your perspective. What did I say? I said I wouldn't be surprised if I saw the 3 of Wands. There it is, 3 of Wands. I had a feeling that 2 was going to go into the 3, and the 2 and the 3 is you're building, and then your ships are coming in. So what you've been working on is about to bear fruitage. Okay, so for some of you, this is definitely good karma coming in, but you've been working on it. And there's the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, I love the Witch's Tarot. It's just, I'm always so in alignment. I just use it all the time. What you've been working on, what you've been diligently working on, there's doors opening. Okay, you're building and ships are coming in. That's what I feel. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is all about new beginning. It's also about new perspective, because swords represent the mind, thoughts, right? And so there's something about that new beginning, new thoughts, new perspective, rising above the old. And there's communication, 8 of Wands. You guys are seeing this. I just shuffled the cards. I'm just letting them drop at this moment. It's all telling a story. It's aligning with what I've been saying. And they're saying communication. So this is communication coming in out of the blue, and also connecting to these doors opening. So this is what's coming in. Beautiful. And there's the King of Cups in the bottom. There's the King of Cups, and that's all about being, yes, you could meet King of Cups. Doesn't have to be gender specific. Oh, there's the 6 of Cups underneath the bottom of the deck there. So for some of you, this could be it's connected to love. This is it doesn't have to be gender specific, but King of Cups represents water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and 6 of Cups is somebody from the past, but it's also could be if you haven't met this person, it's a soulmate, like somebody from, a past life kind of thing. All right. So beautiful things coming in for you, for us all here in Scorpio season, but you really got to let it go. And just as I was closing the deck there's the Magician. Really letting go of an old perspective, an old timeline, an old story, and really letting the magic. This is the energy of magic. It's the energy of yeah, it's just the energy of magic. The energy of magic coming in for us. So let's just see what spirit animals are coming in for us. For our highest timeline, I've been very busy. Be at peace. Look, there's the dove spirit. I was going to say, if you want to book a session, please click the link below. One of the reasons I haven't been able to do my videos in the way that I wanted was because I have been going through a whole lot in my own transformation process, but also learning how to wildly be open to receiving. And I've just been serving working the business. I haven't had that extra time to do the videos, but I really am wanting to get back on and share and just be with all of you and share the messages from spirit. So be at peace. Be at peace. Yeah, we're all here to be at peace and share that peace, right? We're all here and as you do, you overcome any obstacles. I feel like you're letting go of what isn't serving you so that you can rise into this beautiful new beginning. Last message for us, spirit animals. What do we need to hear? Trust in the great mystery. I love that. Whale spirit. That's actually a great message for as we're moving into Scorpio season, because Scorpios are very mysterious. You know, if a Scorpio's gone rogue on you and you can't figure it out, I can assure you that you've done something wrong. Or they're, processing. Sometimes, a Scorpio will go into hibernation mode because it's necessary, right? They actually really need to restore and rejuvenate in a solo way. It's just part of their nature, part of our nature. But there could also be, you could be dealing with, like, if someone's disappeared on you, that means that's not good. If they've gone rogue on you, that means you've done something to piss them off, which isn't good. I just want to say too, I just saw a spider energy there. I was very drawn to this weaving the magic, creating the magic, right? It's just it's Halloween season, Scorpio season, and this is all about that magician energy. So create the world into being, but let go of what isn't working. You know what that is. Invoke divine order. Once again, dear God, Spirit of the highest light, I invoke divine order into all areas of my life. Let what needs to go. What needs to come in. I am open. I am ready to receive, and so it is, and serve, and so it is, through the power of the Holy Spirit. Don't forget to click and like. It means so much to me, and I thank you so much. And I will be back soon. Namaste.